You've heard me talk about the UFOs with the night vision goggles, and see for yourself what shows up in that December issue of the After Dark magazine. Also read about Coast to Coast AM guest Eric Pearl and his reconnective healing technique, and an exercise that you can do at home to feel the energy of self-healing. It's all in that December issue of the After Dark magazine. Subscribe right now by calling 1-888-727-5505. That's 1-888-727-5505 or coasttocoastam.com.
Here's what you missed on Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie.
Is disclosure right around the corner?
My scenario for disclosure is this. I believe that we've already discovered life on Mars. We discovered it decades ago, and we backed away from that story. That was to give everybody in institutions a chance to embrace the new paradigm of life in outer space. I think that's going to be an announcement, and it's not going to be too far in the future.
Now we take you back to the night of May 11th, 1995, on Art Bell, Somewhere in Time.
CNN this Sunday is going to be running a program called The Apocalypse Bug, and they are, of course, are talking about this particular virus as well as some others. But they may be calling it the apocalypse bug for a good reason. Larry Lamont of CNN is going to air it. We almost had him on the air as a guest. He's been working on this story for some time. It'll air, it'll be hosted by Bernard Shaw with special reports from Larry Lamont. And so I don't normally promo TV shows, but, you know, it's this Sunday, coming up 9 to 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Convert for your own time zone. Obviously, 6 o'clock in the evening in our time zone here in the West. It's relevant. Watch it. Lindsay, are you there?
I'm right here, Art, and I'm so glad to hear you advertising things that help people.
I hope so, yes. That's really what we try to do here. Lindsay, we've got a zillion telephone calls. And just a couple minutes before the top of the hour, east of the Rockies, you're on the air with Lindsay Williams. Where are you calling from, please?
St. Louis, Art. This is Francis. I'm calling about a wonderful book called Prescription for Nutritional Healing. It's by Dr. James B.A.L.C.H. and Phyllis B.A.L.C.H. C.N.C. It's like an 8x10 book, 400 pages. It will give you all the complete description of contents, uses for each herb, vitamin, mineral, antioxidant. It's wonderful for this immune system problem that we may be having now. There are some things you can take like Suma, coenzyme Q10, Pau-Arco,
right.
parsley tea.
Okay, okay, let's hold it there. You don't need to go through the whole list. Thank you. I would like to ask you what you know about antioxidants, Lindsay. They are kind of faddish right now, but, you know, they seem to work. So what is this about antioxidants?
Well, this is what I was referring to a moment ago. I'm so glad to hear you advertising Pycnogenol. These antioxidants are a positive must in our modern-day world of so much pollution, because we're coming in contact with everything from electromagnetic pollution to pollution in the air, water, everything imaginable. These free radicals, and I would highly recommend what our caller just talked about, and what you are advertising on your show tonight is excellent. I wouldn't be without it. And as far as I'm not going to mention a product name, but as far as the name of the substance that you just mentioned, I started taking something to do away with free radicals just recently myself. And there are some excellent products out there right now. And if we can help to give that body something to promote its own immune system with, there's some things in phytochemicals right now that are exciting.
Yeah, but still, Ebola. Now, I heard a discourse, I think it was yesterday on CNN, and they were saying, well, why hasn't there been more study about Ebola? And the answer was, one, it's not that much of a problem, of course, until now. So we have, spent the big bucks, like cancer and AIDS and all the rest of it. And the second item is, there's nothing in it for the people who would contrive the drugs. And, you know, I suppose there's some measure of truth in that, Lindsay. So far, it's been in Zaire, you know, over there in Africa, nobody with any money who could buy any drugs. So the drug companies have not been interested in pursuing. Now we may have a chance to be sorry we didn't do that, huh?
Well, you just hit the nail on the head, Art, about as well as anything I've heard tonight, and that is the love of money is the root of all evil.
And on that note, hold on, we'll be right back.
You're listening to Art Bell Somewhere in Time, tonight featuring a replay of Coast to Coast AM from May 11th, 1995.